Hey everybody, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So, we're starting here in the basement because there's two things that I want to do today. But we have to kind of be quick because it's supposed to rain this evening. And I'm kind of trying, I'm watching the clouds, but I'm trying to dodge clouds. Now, it might not rain, but I still want to be kind of quick about it because I don't want to be caught out there because I don't feel like getting drenched today. So, the two things I want to get done, the first thing I want to get done is it is time to plant these seedlings. So these are the zinnia seedlings. There's a few different types. These over here, and the sunflower seedlings. So it's time to get these planted. Now, I admit I just realized I didn't harden these seedlings off, but zinnia and sunflower seedlings are kind of strong seedlings. What's the word I'm trying to? They're uh, yeah, they're strong. I can't think of the word that I want, but I think they can handle going out now without getting, um, without getting hardened off. If not, then we'll just start over and we'll direct sow. And we have some more. I have some more in the windowsill, but I'd like them to grow a little bit more, and maybe I will harden them off. So right now I want to go out and I want to see if we can find places to put them. And then the second thing I want to do is outside. So let's go show that. Okay, so the second thing that I want to do is right here. So remember this rose? We talked about it in the previous video. And in the previous video, I was supposed to come and put it in a proper pot. This was a rose that was a gift from a neighbor. And she gave it to us, but it's not really planted in the pot properly. It's just kind of in there with some dirt around it, but it's not tucked in properly. So at the end of our last video, I think it was, I was supposed to come in and tuck it in properly, plant it properly. But I didn't because I was exhausted at the end of that video and it was getting late and I still had watering to do. So what I want to do today is I want to put this in a proper pot and then put it in the side garden where it's going to be for the rest of the summer and hopefully for as long as I have the side garden or for as long as, you know, she looks pretty there. So that's the second thing I want to do. Okay, so let's see if we can find some places to put these zinnia. So let's walk around the garden and see what we find. So what we have are the zinnia seeds, and I'm going to get the seed packets just to make sure, but they are larger. I think they're larger zinnia seeds. I think zinnia flowers. So I think they're going to get tall. So I'm looking over here. I'll turn around so you can see, so I don't have to turn the whole camera around. But I'm looking over here in this garden to see if there's space over here. I'm thinking there's going to be space over here on this side. Now I'm not sure if I want to take this space because there's a rose in the front that I want to move from the front, and I kind of want to put it here. Plus, to use this space, I'm going to have to pull up the ranunculus corms. And I don't know if I'm ready to do that because, like I said, we're trying to dodge clouds today, and I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have. So this is option number one. There's little spaces in here that I might be able to tuck things in, but it's got to be toward the back of this border because these zinnia are going to get kind of tall, and I don't want to put it on the front of the border and then, you know, block so many of the pretty things that are on the front of the border. So our other choice is over here on the other side. And I'm gonna walk on the grass. I've been walking on the grass all summer. It's not a good sign. So our other choice, there's some space in here. So I can utilize this space over here. This area gets a fair amount of sun. I think I've had dahlias here before. So if dahlias can grow well here, then I can put them here. So there's space here. There's also space over here in between. So I think I'm going to utilize this. And I have grown sunflower here before, so I might utilize this space. And I can also put them in containers. So I'm going to have each of those cups that I had has several different seedlings because I planted a few seeds. So I can Like some of them I can bunch together and have like a drift of zinnia, and then some of them I can separate and put them in different places depending. So let's get started. I'm going to start propping them up, putting them out, and seeing what looks good, and then we'll start planting. Nope, not really much space over here. Let's look on the other side. Just drop this in. Come on, let's go. Okay, so I think I want to push these two uh, sunflowers to the back of this bed. And I think each of those has two seedlings as well. So I don't know if I'm going to put all of these here. If I don't put them here, then I will have to find a space over here on this side. Please tell me I'm not making you dizzy with all this movement. But I'll have to find a space over here on this side and tuck it somewhere in the back, because those are going to get relatively tall. I'm going to grab the seed packets just to be sure about the size, and then I can make the final decision about where I want everything. Okay, so I found the seed packets. So I have fruit smoothie, exquisite. I brought this one up by mistake. I didn't bring out the linaria because I wanted to grow up a little bit more. I do not have cucumber. I have teddy bear, and I have sunspot. So these should be the four that I have out. Hopefully I didn't forget a seed packet inside. So the fruit smoothie grows to about 30 to 36 inches in height. So that's moderately tall, so that can go in the middle or the back of a border. While exquisite grows, okay, they're both 30 to 36 inches. So they can go to the middle or the back. Now I can't imagine what else I would have behind it, because I'm not growing anything else anything else tall. So maybe they would go more to the back, because anything else I would put in a flower bed in that space would probably be to the front. And then we have teddy bear, which is going to grow 24 inches, so that's not bad. And 18 inches for sunspot. So these two aren't bad. So these two can kind of go in the middle. And these two I might be able to stick some of them in here and then see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Again, if we have to move something, we move something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. First of all, let's just make sure everything is placed. So the zinnia are all going to be 30 to 36 inches. So I think where I have them is okay. I am not convinced this is a clematis. It could be, it probably is, but I'm not even convinced I like it. So it might end up coming out, but I'm going to let it play out for another couple weeks and then I'll see what I do with it. So I think I can put a couple, maybe a small drift of zinnia right here. This one's going to be, which one is this? Let's see. This one is pinwheel. Oh, I do have, I had 2 pinwheel. Now, I'm not sure how big pinwheel gets. I think pinwheel is the 36 inches. So pinwheel might have to go to the back. So I think I'll put pinwheel back here. And it'll hide for now, but it'll come up. And then this one is... Okay, so this is fruit smoothie. So maybe I can put maybe I can put pinwheel over here and put fruit smoothie on this side. That's what we'll do. We'll put fruit smoothie here, and we'll take pinwheel, since pinwheel is going to be big, and we'll put pinwheel over here. And then exquisite can stay there. And then some of them can go on the other side. And then for the teddy bear and the other sunflower, the sunspot, I might have to rethink this spacing over here, but we'll see. Let's get started with the zinnia, and then we'll go from there. Is a clematis. This one that I've been side-eyeing really is a clematis. I found the plant tag right here. So it must have been one of the ones I planted last year and it never came up. Oh, look at that. taking these out. These are seasonal, they're cold weather, so I'm going to pull them out and store them for next year. So I've got space here, and I'll have space here. Okay, so I went ahead and just pulled up the ranunculus bulbs. So in tomorrow's video, I'll talk about storing them and how I store them. But now I have all this space here that I can use. I think I want to put the sunflowers here. So I think I'm going to move the zinnia over a little bit further to the back, and I'm going to put the sunflowers up here. The sunflowers are not going to get that tall, and all the things behind it, except maybe the dahlia, or maybe I can move the dahlia up and put her up here, and then put the sunflowers, stick the sunflowers, tuck them in somewhere in the back here. So I think I'll make those adjustments, and then I'll have some space for sunflowers. But in tomorrow's video, we'll talk about how we're going to store these until next spring. Here, because the dahlia is going to be, the dahlia is shorter, so it makes more sense to put the dahlia up in the front, and then I can put the sunflower over in the back. This dahlia has grown so much since I bought it. It was half this size when we bought it, and now look at how much she's grown. sunspots in. Now time for the teddy bears. Let's do it. Okay, so I am done. So everything's planted out. I am going to turn you around and show you what we did. Okay, so I'm going to clean up my mess, but here we are in the back garden, and I put down plant markers here. So, because I remember it by heart now, but I'm not going to remember it by heart later. So here are the fruit smoothie. I put 2 here. Don't know if they're going to last here, but we'll see what happens. And then back here, there's an exquisite here and an exquisite there, and 2 pinwheel over here. They're small now, but they'll grow. So all of those are zinnias. And then we have the sunflower. We have, I think this one, yep, this one is teddy bear. So we've got 2 teddy bear over here. They should be okay that close to each other, but I can always move them over because we got a lot of space. Not sure what I'm going to put back here. I'm thinking of doing another dahlia. I'm thinking of getting a dinner plate variety and putting it over here. But we'll see what happens. And then Over on this side, we have a fruit smoothie right here. I moved this, I moved the dahlia that was back here. I moved her up to the front, so now there's a dahlia and a dahlia. They're growing together, so that might be really pretty, especially when they start flowering. I've got to deadhead this one, so I'll probably do that really quick before I go inside. Um, but over here, we've got two sunspot. And again, if this spot is a problem, I will move them. But let's see what happens now. And those are sunflowers. And then the final fruit smoothie, the final zinnia, is over here. So, so that's it for planting those. My only concern right now, well, the only concern right now are the sunflowers. The sunflowers are kind of tricky. I've planted sunflowers, maybe this is my third year in a row planting. Last year I planted sunflowers in this bed over here, and for some reason nothing came up. Or, let me strike that. These guys, I planted some over here in the corner. I planted some over here on the back wall, and I planted some on this corner before this monstrosity, this beautiful monstrosity was here. So this was free space over here. And this one started to come up, and then birds. Birds. Well, I say birds, but it could have been squirrels, could have been a raccoon, it could have been an opossum. Wildlife happened. So that didn't work out. And then one year I planted sunflowers over here, and this was last year. And if you've heard me tell this story before, just say so. But I'm going to tell it again because it's a video, and you can't stop me. You're just going to have to fast forward. So I planted a sunflower last year over here in this spot where the clematis is. But that's why the clematis is here, because I was traumatized. And it was doing well. It was mambo, so it was going to get really tall, and it was this close. I mean, this close to opening. It had the whole flower head, and maybe 2 more days, and it would have been open. These beautiful bright yellow petals, and I was so excited, and I did a video on it. And then 2 days, maybe not even 2 days, maybe the next day I came out, and the whole flower head was gone, all of it. Just gone, just one big stick sticking up like this. So I was a little traumatized. But, after a while you get over the trauma and you try again. So we're going to see how these work. If we have to move anything, we'll move things. I'm being really flexible with that because I know the spacing and the placement on some of these was not the best, especially these over here in this space. I'm anticipating I'm probably going to have to move these, even though they don't get that tall. They might be a little bit shrouded from the sun there, so I might have to move those. But if we have to move things, then we have to move things. I'm not sweating it. I'm not stressing it. We're just gonna have to be flexible. Anyway, so that's it for this project. We're gonna come back tomorrow, and we'll do our rows. All right. See you soon, everybody.